Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you the chapter Society of Rural Area. In previous video I have explained you how British starts collecting the revenue from peasants. After the Battle of Buxar, the British for the first time acquired the right to collect revenue. With the expansion of British territories, the amount of revenue collected also increased, and land revenue became the biggest source of the company's income. After that, he introduced Zamindari system. It was introduced in Bengal Presidency. Rohitwari system was in large parts of South and West India. Then in Punjab, northwest provinces and Awadh, a system of Mahalwari settlement was introduced. Today we are going to learn the two settlements, that is the permanent settlement and Mahalwari settlement. This settlement was introduced by Cornwallis in Bengal in 1793. It has some characteristics or features. The Raja and Talukdars were accepted as Zamindars. Zamindars were asked to collect rent from the peasants and pay revenue to the company. The amount of the revenue to be paid was fixed permanently, which was not to be increased ever in future. This would ensure a regular flow of revenue into the funds of the company without the trouble of collecting it from each peasant. Zamindars could keep the extra amount if they were able to collect more revenue from the land. At the same time, he could not pay the fixed amount, he would lose his zamindari right. This encouraged the zamindars to invest on lands to increase the productivity. Zamindars would benefit directly from increased production from the lands, because the revenue demand of the state would not be increased. This type of scheme of permanent, it has some problems also. Now, what type of problems in this settlement is? The fixed revenue was so high that the zamindars found it difficult to pay. Due to this reason, many zamindaris were sold off at auctions organized by the company. Company officials discovered that the zamindars were not investing in the improvement of land. Because of lack of interest in improving the land, some zamindars had lost their lands in the earlier years of the settlement. Some others now saw the possibility of earning without any trouble and risk of investment. If the zamindars wanted to give out the land to tenants and get rent, they were not interested in improving the land. The prices in the market rose and cultivation slowly expanded by the first decade of the 19th century. income of the zamindars, but no gain for the company because revenue had been fixed permanently. Under this scheme, the farmers suffered terribly. The rent he had to pay was very high, and also his right on the land was insecure. They had to take a loan from the moneylenders to pay the rent. If they failed to pay the rent, he was evicted from the land. Now, Mahalwari settlement. Company officials agreed that the system of revenue had to be changed by the early 19th century. An Englishman named Holt Mackenzie introduced the new system called Mahalwari settlement in the northern western provinces of the Bengal Presidency. This came into effect in 1822. In this settlement, land revenue is collected from a village, estate or a mahal. This mahal was a revenue estate or a group of village. Each mahal had a headman to collect the revenue and paid it to the company. The revenue demanded was revised periodically, not permanently fixed. Now, you have to write question and answers in your fair copy. What were the important characteristics of permanent settlement? Why numerous zamindaris were sold off at auctions organized by the company? Define mahal.